Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, hi, hello, my name is Lauren. In today's video, we are going to be doing a little talk about Etsy, and we're going to be getting real, and I might be a little harsh, but I'm going to give you guys the nitty gritty and what you really need to know about Etsy in this year of 2023. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into it. First thing that you need to know about Etsy this year is that Etsy is no longer the same platform that it used to be. There are lots of people out there who you will probably already have seen who are really frustrated with Etsy, and I can tell you I am one of them myself, but we'll get to that in a later video, okay? Etsy has just changed drastically over the past few years. You'll notice now on Etsy that it is not just about handmade crafters anymore. Etsy has put a focus on that in the past, but it has honestly strayed away from that a lot in the past couple of years. Even while I've just been here talking about Etsy and small businesses here on YouTube, it has changed drastically since I started this channel in 2019. And honestly, there are a lot of people who aren't happy about that. And the reason is that there are people who are purchasing bulk things from AliExpress, Alibaba, in different foreign places for very cheap in bulk, and then selling them on Etsy as the guise that they are handmade and that someone created it, which is incredibly unfair and, in my personal opinion, unethical when it comes to the Etsy website, because people are expecting something handmade, usually created by a person that's just behind the screen, you know? They're looking for that one person behind the screen who handmade that item that they can say, this is special. This is not just from a mass chain store. This is not from Walmart or Target or whatever. This is from somebody who handmade this item. And that's one of the reasons Etsy has been changing, is that they really have not cracked down on this yet. And I think a lot of people are kind of getting very upset about that. I just think it's important to note, if you are looking to start an Etsy shop, or if you're getting started on Etsy and you're getting frustrated because you can't figure out why you're not doing well, it's because there are businesses like this out there that are saturating the market, that are really lowering the average price of a product because they're buying it in bulk instead of hand making it individually. Now, this is all not to say that you can't be successful on Etsy because of this, because you can. And there are people who are aware that this is happening on Etsy and are choosing to go with those shops that appear to be homemade, have that background and that story so that they can connect with them and things of that nature. But it is something that you need to keep in mind. The second thing you need to know, you cannot bank on Etsy doing all the work for you. This is a really big misunderstanding that happens with people who are new on Etsy. They think that Etsy is going to do a lot of the work for them and that they don't have to do anything in order to make sales, and that's just not true. Especially with the direction that Etsy has been going, and with more sellers joining every single day, there is now going to be a much higher demand for promoting yourself and doing the steps and things you need to do in order to make your Etsy shop grow. You can't just pop a bunch of stuff up on Etsy anymore and hope that it sells and cross your fingers, because that's just not how it works anymore, okay? You do have to put in the work and the effort, and there are tips and tricks. There are things you can do to grow your shop, and there are things that will help promote it and get you those sales. And lucky for you, you're here on my channel where I talk about those things all the time. So at the end of this video, there will be an entire playlist full of Etsy related tips and tricks. I highly recommend you go and check that one out, because that's going to have a lot of stuff to help you. The third thing you need to know, you need to be ready to invest your time and your money. As I was saying earlier, it's just a different platform now, and it's a lot more competitive. And to be quite frank, you are starting a business when you join Etsy. If you want to do a hobby or a craft, that's fine, but don't expect to have those crazy and consistent sales if you're not willing to be competitive and you're not willing to put in the time and effort and money in order to learn and grow your business. So some things that you need to be doing as a shop owner are going to be testing out what photos work for you, trying out the different features on the Etsy apps and website, trying promoting on different social media platforms to see which work best for you and which are more successful. You need to be testing out different SEO and keywords and trying different ideas to, again, see what works. And same for things like ads. If you want to try ads, you're gonna have to test, you're gonna have to learn. You're probably gonna lose a little bit of money along the way, but you have to be willing to invest that time and that money into growing your shop, or else you're not going to be successful in the long run. Now, Number 4, if you want people to find your Etsy shop fast and you want to have success fast, you need to post on social media. I know a lot of people don't like this, you know, to each their own. There are some businesses that can thrive out there without doing social media, but I am telling you, if you post on social media, you are just increasing your chances of selling faster and selling more significantly. There are so many different ways that you can post on social media nowadays. Instagram Reels and Instagram Stories, posting multiple times a day on TikTok using trending sounds, going live on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, a big one nowadays. This is a great time to get in on that. And YouTube vlogs. People are loving the small business blog content, you guys. They want to see it. There is a need for it out there and people want to see it. If you really, really want to do your sales fast and you want to start making money with your small business and you want to grow quickly, you need to be posting on social media. And I would highly recommend TikTok lives, YouTube vlogs, and YouTube Short right now. Those 3, you can be doing those. Trust me, you're gonna see the results quick. Number 5, one of the most important parts about Etsy and Etsy listings is Etsy SEO, which stands for search engine optimization. I have an entire video about this and what it is, why it's important, how to do it, how to find unique keywords, how to find keywords that are gonna rank high in search and all that great stuff. I'm gonna link that up here for you guys if you wanna go and check it out after this video, because it's an essential part of Etsy. And if you aren't taking the time to learn SEO, you are doing yourself and your shop a disfavor. You need to learn it because it can make the world of a difference in your shop. Because if you can get the right keywords and you can figure out that SEO and have great SEO on your listings, Etsy will start to do a bit of the hard work for you. It is going to start to bring you more traffic. It is going to start to bring you more sales, but you've got to do the work on the other end of figuring out the keywords and what works well. But I promise you, it is worth it. And lastly, if you are struggling with your Etsy shop, if you are having a hard time, if you feel like you're doing everything right, but you can't figure out why you're still not making sales or why your sales aren't consistent, come to me for help, y'all. Come to me for help, okay? You can always leave comments on my videos. I try and get back to as many of them as I can. And secondly, I offer Etsy shop reviews. So if you want me to come and look at your shop, I actually do an entire voice recording with a screen recording and a PowerPoint that goes along with it that outlines everything. And I go over your social media. We go over your SEO. We go over your photos. We go over your branding. We go over your strategies on how you're gonna grow. We do it all. I'm gonna go through everything for you guys and tell you from an experienced Etsy seller's point of view what you can improve on and honestly what you're even doing well on and what you should continue doing if you're doing something good. It's gonna save you time, y'all. It's gonna save you that time and it's gonna save you that money because you're not gonna have to do as much of a guessing game if you're new to Etsy and you're not sure what you're doing. So I'm gonna have that linked down below for you guys as well as up here in the corner of the video and at the end for you so that you can go and check it out if you're interested. Question of the day for you guys. What is your biggest struggle with Etsy? Let me know down below in the comment section because I'm gonna see what you guys are saying and maybe we can do another video dedicated to answering some of those questions. Right here on the screen for you guys, I'm going to link that playlist full of Etsy tips and tricks so you guys can go and check it out after this, as well as the video on SEO if you need to learn more about that. Down here, you're gonna find my subscribe button so you can stick around for more videos I upload every week. And lastly, you're gonna find the link to my Etsy shop reviews. If you need a little help, this is where you wanna go. And without further ado, guys, that brings us to the end. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.